Okay, in the previous class, we have discussed about the internet, different internet devices. And one student said in the group that can we discuss more about the principle of internet about search engines and components of internet. Actually, the component of internet that are already discussed in the class. Different components of internet devices, different types of internet devices, hubs, switch routers, gateway, bridge that are already discussed in the class. Today we will discuss about the search engine, how the search engine works. So in the previous class, in the previous unit, we have gone through the concept of internet, how it works, internet address, some technical aspects, physical devices of the internet. And today we will discuss about the search engines, web browsers. Okay. So the internet, it is a network of hardware and software connected by your telephone lines, fiber optic cables, and many other modes of communications across the world. Uses communication protocols for exchanging the information. We use some set of rules and regulations to exchange information from one place to another place. We have also discussed the OSI layer, in which we have already discussed different protocols for transferring the data. So it is almost impossible to know that how large the internet is. It is expanding at a very phenomenal rate every day. Nowadays, internet is every day. The internet, it is a worldwide collection of your computer networks cooperating with each other to exchange the data using a common software standard that we discussed in the OSI model. So internet is the your ocean of information. This is the vastest place where all the information, knowledge, and data are available on all the known topics in this universe. The internet began as ARPANET, a US Department of Defense project to create a nationwide computer network. So the source of information is the most widely used worldwide. But how to find the exact information? Then you are searching for this vastest place from this ocean. So to overcome this problem, there are some special information retrieval tools. There are some tools, information retrieval tools on the web that are mainly designed to help people to find out the information stored on the other sites. So these are known as your internet search engines. Actually, you have a huge amount of data. Vastest place where all the information, knowledge, and data is available. This web of information is spread over almost on all facts till date, until till date. Then how will you access? How will you find out the correct information? How will you find out the exact information that you are searching from this ocean? Then to solve this problem, there are some special information tools, information retrieval tools that are designed to help the people to find the information that is stored on these sites. These tools are known as your internet search engines. Actually, these are the software programs. Search engines are the software program that provides your information according to the user query. According to the client requirements, it provides the information. It finds various websites on the web page that are available on the internet. And it gives related results according to the search. According to your search query, it gives the response. So a search engine, it permits you to search for the keywords or your desired information throughout the web. So search engines are the programs that allow users to search and retrieve information from this vast amount of content that is available on the internet. So they use algorithms to indexing, to rank these web pages based on the relevance to a user query. According to that ranking, it provides the results. So search engines are designed in early days were capable of keeping an index of a few 100,000 pages of data, of documents. But now you have a huge amount of data. So when you talk about the internet search engine, you actually mean World Wide Web search engines. These search engine provides, it helps people to find the information on the internet. So these programs, these softwares, they reduce the amount of time required to find a particular file, say documents, by indexing the files. So how this search engine works? Suppose, for example, you want to learn C++ language. So you will search C++ tutorials in the search engine. Then you get a link of links, a list of links, so many links that contains the tutorial of your particular subject. It collects all the information, a large amount of data or information that is on the internet. Then it categorizes the data or information that is helpful for you. So how it works, how this search engine works. The basic objective of the search engine is to tell you where exactly a file or document is. Where is that particular document or file you are looking for? That is the main objective. But before it does so, the same must be found from the hundreds of millions of web pages that exist. So to find out a particular page, a required information, the search engine employ special softwares. It use special softwares. These softwares are called your spiders. These are called your spiders. These spiders build list of the keywords found on the website. So this process is called your web crawling. Actually, there are three steps. First one is crawling, then indexing, and then ranking. So the spider builds the list of keywords that is found on the website. This process is called your crawling. Actually, search engines have a number of computer programs that are responsible for finding information that is publicly available in the internet. What the crawler do? The crawler scans the web. It scans the web and creates a list of all the available websites where the information will be found. It will make a list, it will create a list of all available websites. Then they visit each website by reading its HTML code. They try to understand the structure of the page, the type of the content which is present in the page, the meaning of the content, and when it is created or updated. Why crawling is important? Crawling simply is listing. For example, Google bots are used to search the web for fresh material by crawling the new pages. So the first concern is when optimizing your website for search engines is to make sure that they can access this correctly or not. If this crawler cannot find your content, you are not able to, you won't get any ranking or search engine. So web is a countless collection of documents, files, information that is connected together, just like your spider web. So the software designed for finding out the required information on this entire web, entire internet, is known as a spider. As you relate the name spider, the name and the working of the search spider on the web is similar. Web spider. So when you enter the keyword for search, the spider starts its web crawling. When you enter the keywords on the search engine, when you have typed some word in the Google, the spider, it starts its web crawling. But how the spider starts its travel on the web? It generally, the starting point are the most popular pages and the least heavily used servers. It will start from that point, that page that is most popular. It will start with a popular site, indexing the words on its pages, following every link found within the site. So the spider, by following this particular pattern, it quickly begins to travel the web. So spider, it is a program. Spider is a program that crawls on the web to collect, to list and index the pages as per the search parameters. As per the user requirements, it collect and index all the pages which are related to the particular object, particular words. That is your crawling. The page once visited are also stored for the reference in the server in quick future reference for all. So you can say that it gathers the pages. Spidering, yani ki gathering of the pages. So if this is spider, a crawler or bot, so robots, Google bots, it goes to every representative page on the web. It reads it using the hypertext links, HTML links, and gathers of such pages, collects such pages. As the spider visits your various addresses on the web, it saves the pages or the portion of the page for future analysis. This is the first step. When it scans the web, creates a list of all the available pages. Then second is your indexing. Indexing, a program that is called your indexer. Indexer is used for indexing. So information identified by the crawler that needs to be organized, that needs to be sorted so that it can be processed later by the ranking algorithm. Suppose, for example, you want to establish a library and you have purchased 1,000 books from a vendor. All books are in the cart and you have a hall. Then you have ordered a peon that collect all the books in the hall, collect all the books in the hall. So that peon who is collecting all the books in the hall, that is your crawler. That is the role of your crawler. He is gathering all the information. In the second step, you have called another peon and you said him, now index, now prioritize all the books according to the subject wise. And he will do that task. He will collect the books according to their subject name. Same subject name books will be in one box. That peon is called your indexer. And this process is your indexing. So information identified by the crawler that needs to be organized, that must be sorted so that it can be processed later by your ranking algorithm. So search engines don't store all the information in your index, but they keep things like the title, the description of the page, what type of the content, some associated keywords. So it creates a huge index. You can also say the catalog from the gathered pages. We have gathered pages with the help of crawler. Now the indexer creates a huge index, a catalog from the gathered pages. The indexer that looks at various constituents of the page, its title, what is tag, heading, body. The type of content, associated keywords. So why this indexing is important? Because if your website is not in their index, it will not appear for any search. This means that if you have any pages indexed, you have more chances of appearing in the search results for a related query. So after that, the page is analyzed to various keywords and ranked with respect to the other pages with similar keywords. So there are many criteria for ranking the pages. The third step is called your ranking. First is your crawling. You have gathered all the pages, then indexing. You have make a catalog according to the gathered pages. You have made a catalog. The next is your ranking. So ranking is the position by which your website is listed in any search engine. By which your website is listed. Then how will you rank? Then how will you rank the website? How will you position that? So there are three steps in which the ranking works. First step, you analyze the user query. Most search engines in general displays your 9 to 10 results per page in response to the submission of the search term. So it is not much benefit if a link is on the web's rank as a result of your 500. You have 9 to 10 results in a page, but the link which you record that is in your 500 positions. So the position on the web page in search results, it is very important if you want to get maximum benefit out of it. So the process of obtaining high page ranking among results pages is called the search engine positioning. So it is also very important. The ranking is very important. So from the starting, it starts the search by sending out a spider to get hold as many files. Another program is your indexer that analyzes these documents and creates an index based on the words contained in each document. Then each search engine uses its own algorithm in order to create its indices to find out the meaningful results that is returned for each query. So ranking is very important. The first step is to analyze user query. This step is to understand what kind of information the user is looking for, which type of information is required by the user. To do that, analyze the user's query by breaking it down into a number of meaningful keywords. I will break down the query in meaningful keywords. So what is keyword? Keyword is a word that has a specific meaning and purpose. For example, when you type how to make a chocolate cupcake search engines, that you are looking for some specific information. So the results will contain recipes and step-by-step instructions. So they can also understand the meaning of how to change a light bulb in the same. So according to the user query, it will break the query into different keywords. That keywords must be meaningful. In the next step, it will find your matching pages according to the user query. So this step is to look into their index and to find the best matching pages. What is the best matching pages? According to the user query. Suppose, for example, you want to search a wallpaper, a particular dark wallpaper. Then it gives you the results of images. It will not give you the result of any text. If you are searching for any image, any wallpaper, it will give you all the images. Next, third step will be to present the results of the user. Present the results to the users. So a typical search result page is your organic results in most cases. Direct answers for the specific queries. Suppose you want to ask something, it will give direct answers for that. So there are the components of the search engines. The components are your web crawler, your database, your interface. So web crawler, it is a search engine use. Search engine uses your multiple web crawlers to crawl through World Wide Web and gather information. And the database, the information which is gathered by these web crawler by crawling through the internet and is stored on the database. That is your database. And you have one search interfaces. Then just interface to database which is employed by the user. So why these search engines are useful. Why these search engines are useful? These are useful for searching. If you want to search any information, it is very useful for a particular search. You want to gather any information, you use it for searching images and videos also. And you want to, suppose you want to search any locations, you want to move from one place to another place and you want to search locations, you will also use. You want to search some people for shopping website, entertainment, education, in the field of research. Everywhere we use these search engines. Then one more term that is called, that's your browser. What is browser? There is a difference between browser and the difference between browser and your search engine. Both are different. Browsing is also called your surfing, the process of looking into the some information. So web browser is a software application that enables you to find out and retrieve the display the information. That is your browser. Both are not same. So browser also allow you to traverse information resources on the www. What is www? Can anyone tell me?
Sir, I think it is World Wide Web.
Yeah, what is the role of www? Okay, let me clear first. So web browser. So search engine and web browser are two very commonly used terms. Okay, but both are different to each other. So a program that search for and that identifies items in the database that corresponds to keywords, characters specified by the user. That is your search engine. That searches for and that identifies items in the database by checking the keywords, characters given by the user, especially used for finding a particular sites on the World Wide Web. That is called a search engine. Whereas a web browser is a software application that allows you to access the information using the World Wide Web. One is providing the information to finding the particular sites on the World Wide Web, and the one is a software application that allow you to access the information in the World Wide Web. That is your browser. So web browser is a software application that is used to retrieve data from web pages or HTML files present in the servers. And search engine is a kind of a website where a user can search for information and result based on the same are displayed on the screen. That is your search engine. And web browser that use your graphical interface to help the user. Interactive online sessions on the World Wide Web. But the search engines are your search index, crawler, search algorithms. Web browser doesn't have its own database. Only comprises the memory to store cache and cookies. Otherwise, web browser doesn't have any own database such as your Google Chrome, Safari, Mozilla Firefox. It doesn't have an own database. While Google is a search engine, it has its own database. Web browsers are your Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Opera. Search engines are your Google, Yahoo, Bing. These are your search engines. For example, we are in a Google Meet and we have opened it in our web browser. In the web browser, you have one address bar where you write some address of the website, one backward and forward link. We have one search options also here, and one main bar. And on the right hand side, you can also see a scroll bar. These are the components of your web browser. Now I want to show you a video that how Google search engine works. So I am sharing you a video. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to hear voice?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, class. So in this video, it has clearly defined that how Google search engine works. Okay, it restarts the search by sending out a spider to get holds of many files and documents as possible. So spider may keep working in the background almost forever. And another program called indexer that analyzes these documents and creates an index based on the words contained in each document. After that, each search engine Google use its own algorithms in order to create its indices in such a manner that ideally only meaningful results are returned for each query. If something is not found in the internet, in the Google search engine. So there are many people, many persons which are doing so. So search engine, the process of obtaining high page ranking among results pages, that is very important in this. So we use positioning for that. Positioning is only relevant for search engines with crawler technology to achieve a high ranking in on result pages. So search engine optimization is needed. So search engine optimization, it focuses on your designing pages so that to attract the spiders. So we use search engine optimizations for ranking also, which is the best for this purpose. Okay. Then next thing is your different types of your search engines. So there are actually some basic categories of your search engines that are some are your primary search engines. Those type of search engines that use web crawlers for a spider to traverse the web and scans your website for keywords, phrases, generate database, some indexing technique with the help of some indexing techniques, some classifications such as Google. These are your primary search engines. Some are your web directories. Web directories are your, it organizes your information into categories and subcategories or directories. You can search a web directory for all those entries that contain a particular set of keywords. Directories, they differ from your search engines in the way that you organize information. That is your directories. And some search engines are your meta search engines, such engines that passes your queries to many search engines. Some meta search engines, these are your meta search engines. So all type of search engines, they follow three actions, that is your web crawling, indexing and searching. Web crawling is also called as spidering. So this is about your search engines and web browser. I think it is sufficient for your search engines and web browser. Okay, class. Now we have left only one unit, one last unit. Okay, after that we have no class for this course code. Actually, we have covered already all the things in this course.